All right, everyone, welcome. Today we are diving into one of the most transformative technologies of the 21st century, blockchain. You have probably heard about the Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, but blockchain is so much more than that. It's a revolutionary way to store and verify data without relying on a central authority. By the end of this module, you will understand what blockchain is, how it works, its real world applications, and the challenges it faces. Let's start it. Let's start. So, blockchain is not just a buzzword, it's a game changer. Originally developed for Bitcoin, blockchain has now expanded into industries like finance, healthcare, supply chain, and even voting systems. But why is it growing so fast? Because it solves a critical problem, trust. Traditional systems rely on intermediate like banks or governments to validate transactions. Blockchain eliminates the need for middlemen by creating a centralized, tamper-proof ledger. This slide also mentions its implications for banking. Imagine a world where financial transactions are faster, cheaper, and fully transparent. And that's the power of blockchain. So, before we proceed, let's map out our journey. We are going to cover what is a blockchain, that's the overview, applications where it is used, enabling technologies, what makes it work, challenges, what are the limitations, and then implications, how will it shape the future. This structured approach will help you grasp both the potential and the hurdles of blockchain technology. So, by the end of this module, you should be able to describe what blockchain technology is, list its key applications beyond just cryptocurrencies, identify the challenges it poses to society like energy consumption and regulation. These outcomes will ensure you don't just memorize facts, but truly understand blockchain's impact. Okay, let's go to the history of blockchain technology. Blockchain did not appear overnight. The concept of distributed computing dates back to the 1990s. But the real breakthrough came in 2008 when an anonymous person or group named Satoshi Nakamoto introduced Bitcoin and the first blockchain. By 2009, Nakamoto published a white paper explaining how blockchain could enable trustless peer-to-peer transactions. From 2012 onward, blockchain expanded beyond currency into smart contracts, supply chains, and more. This timeline shows how a niche idea became a global disruptor. Now, who is Satoshi Nakamoto? Nakamoto is the mysterious figure behind blockchain. No one knows if it's one person or a team, but the 2008 white paper laid the foundation of centralized trust. Unlike traditional systems controlled by banks or governments, blockchain distributes power across a network. Nakamoto's genius was solving the double spending problem, ensuring digital money couldn't be copied or forged. This slide highlights how anonymity, and innovation intersected to create $1 trillion industry. Now, what is blockchain technology? Imagine a digital ledger that's open to everyone but controlled by no one. That's blockchain. It's a chain of blocks, data records, link using cryptography. Each block contains transaction details, timestamp, and a unique hash, like a fingerprint. Once added, blocks cannot be altered without changing the entire chain, making fraud nearly. This slide sets the stage for understanding why blockchain is called unhackable. Now, how blockchain works on the centralized ledger. Let's break it down. Transaction, example, Alice sends Bitcoin to Ben, are grouped into a block. The block is broadcast to a peer-to-peer network of computers. We call it nodes. Nodes validate the transaction using consensus mechanism, like proof of work. Once verified, the block joins the chain permanently and transparently. So no banks, no delays, no disputes. This is the magic of decentralization. Okay, let's go to okay. Types of blockchain, the public versus private. Not all blockchains are the same. We have the public blockchains, example, Bitcoin and Ethereum are open to anyone. They are fully decentralized but slower due to high security checks. Second, the private ones. Example, the Hyperledger. Restrict access to authorized users. They are faster but less transparent. Why does it matter? Business might prefer private chains for sensitive data, while public chains excel in trustless. Okay, let's go now to the applications of blockchain. So blockchain isn't just for crypto, and here's where it's making waves. First, supply chains track products from farm to table. Think of stopping counterfeit drugs. Healthcare, secure patient records and drug traceability. Voting, prevent fraud with tamper-proof digital ballots. And then real estate, simplify property transfer with smart contracts. These examples show how blockchain resolves real-world problems by ensuring transparency and security. So, what are the advantages of blockchain? Why are companies rushing to adopt blockchain? First, transparency. All transactions are visible and immutable. Second, cost reduction. No middleman, meaning lower fees. It's cheaper. Number three, speed. Transactions settle in minutes, not days. Four, security. Hacking one block won't corrupt the chain. Number five, decentralization. No single point of failure. So these benefits explain why industries from finance to healthcare are investing heavily in blockchain. Now let's go to the challenges of blockchain. It's not all smooth sailing. Why? Because of the energy consumption. Bitcoin mining uses more electricity than some countries. Regulation, scams, and volatility plague cryptocurrencies. Complexity, average users struggle to understand. And lastly, speed versus security. Public blockchains can be slow, and these hurdles remind us that even revolutionary tech has growing pains. Let's go to blockchain in the Philippines. So the Philippines is embracing blockchain. The Blockchain Association of the Philippines, or PAP, led by Union Bank's Justo Ortiz, promotes its use in business. Local startups are exploring blockchain for remittance, land titles, and even disaster relief. So this slide shows how a developing nation can leapfrog traditional systems with cutting edge technology. Cryptocurrency basics. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are just one blockchain application. They are digital money powered by decentralized networks. But remember, wallets store your crypto securely. Hardware wallets are safest. Exchanges, platforms like Binance, or PDAX or PayDAX let you buy and sell crypto. While volatile, cryptocurrencies offer financial inclusion to the unbanked. We step toward global equity. Okay, so conclusion, blockchains is reshaping our world from banking to voting, but it's still evolving. And uh, there for blockchain, if you have any questions, just send me a message. Thank you very much.